Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Lord, okay. I'm Todd Seabrook. I'm one of the virtual coordinators. I'm here to introduce our keynote speaker. There's a lot of incredible words to describe Captain Courtney Schoch, pilot, marathon runner, mom, wife, nonprofit founder, world traveler, philanthropist, podcaster, and that's just to name a few. Her journey has taken her to the ends of the earth, and her experience proves that not even the sky's the limit. And it all began with earning her GED. Courtney Schoch's journey is about owning her own story and not letting it own her. Her mission inspires growth and discovery in others through education and stresses the importance of mentorship by honoring everyone's story regardless of their circumstances. So please welcome Courtney Schoch.
Good afternoon, graduates, friends, and family. First of all, I'd like to say what an incredible moment this is. So, as Kara said earlier, I'd like to give a round of applause to the graduates today. And also everyone that has supported them. That support means more than you'll ever know. So, first of all, I personally want to say congratulations from the heart, because I know that you didn't allow your past or your struggles define who you are today, and you've set yourself on a course path that only you can guide yourself through. So thank you for being here and putting in the work, because that means a lot. And today I stand before you, not just as the speaker, but also because I am like you in so many ways. I dropped out of high school when I was a senior. My parents fought so much throughout my entire life that I was too busy trying to referee them and deal with the violence, hoping someone didn't kill someone, meaning my parents, that I ended up just dropping out of high school and going off and trying to figure life out on my own. And I had no idea what my future looked like because I didn't believe I had one. I grew up in chaos, and I was surrounded by abuse, depression, and fear. And the message that I received ever since I was young was that I was broken beyond repair, until the day that I earned my GED. And that was something that was powerful. And when I walked out of the testing center, my paper in hand, I didn't suddenly have a career or a plan or anything. I had proof that I could be something, that I was capable of more than anyone else thought that I was capable of. And that one piece of paper, it wasn't the end, it's the beginning. And I want to tell you something from the heart. It is never too late to chase your dreams, no matter where you started, how long it took you, how many times you had to start over. This moment proves that, and I want you to hold on to it. But I also want to be honest with you. The change that's going to happen to you, it isn't just in this moment. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of struggle. And there were nights that I cried, jobs that I didn't apply to even after I got my GED, situations I wouldn't put myself in because I still felt like I wasn't good enough. I still needed to step up and be more for myself. But every time I showed up, even when I felt small, even when I felt like I was an imposter, even when I felt overwhelmed, I got stronger, because taking action creates confidence. And I started to rewrite my story. And when you rewrite the story, that's where the real power comes from. Not living in the past. And what you've done by earning your GED is you've changed the narrative. You've chosen to be the author of your own life, not a character in somebody else's version. And you didn't just, thank you over there. I'm liking this side a lot. Thank you, I appreciate it. And you haven't just changed your life. You may have changed the lives of friends, family, neighbors, people that you don't even realize. There's always someone watching you. And if you take a moment and think about that, you are giving someone else the courage to make a change, because they may be saying to themselves, if they can do it, I can do it. I know this for a fact, that you have the power to inspire others, because I first shared my story with Seeds of Literacy on the East Side in 2019 after I met Margot at the United Airlines lounge in Cleveland Hopkins Airport. I'm an airline pilot, and most people assume that airline pilots come from a really solid background. So for years, I hid my story. I didn't want to tell others where I came from. I was ashamed. And that day that I shared my story with the Seeds of with Seeds is the day that something changed. I realized that owning my past permitted others to hope. And now I'm proud of my story, because it's proof that change can happen no matter what your stage of life is. After I got my GED, I continued on. And actually, I was just talking to Katie. I went to get my paramedic or my intermediate license right here at Tri-C. So it's been a very long time since I've been within these walls, but I got my EMT certification. I went back and got my bachelor's degree. Ultimately, I worked my way up to a master's degree and became also a pilot. I teach other people how to fly. And with all of that, I still couldn't own my story, and I still didn't feel like I could share it. But after I spoke to the students of Seeds, I realized that the sky was the limit, and there was no limit, and that anything that I could do to inspire others, I committed my life to do. So I opened up a nonprofit where I run marathons around the world to raise funds and awareness for adult education. I wrote a book, I go out and speak publicly, and I even started a podcast. So I am very, very firm in the belief that you set the example for others. And if you've ever told yourself it's too late, I'm here to tell you it's not even close. You're not just a GED graduate. You are, first of all, you're all just badass. I'm just gonna say it. You're a barrier breaker, you're a go-getter, and most importantly, you're a decision maker. You decided to take the steps and take action to change your life. And perhaps when things get difficult, you have your own mantra, or you could develop a mantra that's something similar to, I'm not quitting, I'm just getting started, which that's what you're doing today. And one thing that I've learned from flying is that airplanes don't lift off without resistance. They rise because of it. Every challenge you've faced, whether it's poverty, doubt, addiction, trauma, age, failure, all of it, it was resistance. And that resistance works in your favor. But guess what? You're airborne now, and you get to chart your own course. That might mean college or a trade or starting your own business, or just being the person in your family who believes in themselves. And now you've made believing contagious. It's never too late to reimagine your future, and it's never too late to begin again. And most importantly, it's never too late to dream. Seeds of Literacy didn't just give you tutoring. They gave you light, love, soil, and the space to grow. The people saw potential at Seeds where others saw problems. They didn't focus on your past, they focused on who you could become. So today, as you celebrate this milestone, carry forward what they planted. And when you find someone who doubts themselves, I'd like you to be the mirror that reflects to them that they are capable and they can do it too. And here's my challenge to you. Don't wait until you feel ready to take the next step. You're already ready. Don't aim to be perfect, aim for progress. And when fear shows up, because it always will, it shows up for everyone, hang on to that fear and use it to propel you to the next step. Don't wait for it to leave, because it's not going to. That fear is a signal that you have to take the next step. So do it courageously, stand tall, and do it afraid, because that is the best way to do it. And graduates, one last thing. You cannot live your life looking in the rearview mirror. Your life is in front of you. You get to make the decisions. So walk tall, speak proudly, and remember, the world needs your voice, not the perfect polished version that you think they want, but the real you. Because you didn't just pass a test, you proved to the world and to yourself that you can rise, and resistance helped you do that. And no matter what comes next, remember, it's never too late to chase your dreams and to catch them. Congratulations, everyone.